All right, good morning, everyone. Okay, so right now we can start checking the attendance for today's class. Okay, and ready for class 11 for today's class. Any, presentation for today's class? Okay, just check the attendance right now. So if you're ready, just type 1 for me, please. Okay. I think that there is no presentation for today's class. Is that right? So let me check the attendance sector. How many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 25 student in Zoom, 22. That's it. All right, so chose that to listen for a full test for your final exam here.
Recording in
Okay, this way. 1, 2, 3, go.
Test 9. Listening test. In the listening test,
You will be asked to demonstrate how well you understand spoken English. The entire listening test will last approximately 45 minutes. There are 4 parts, and directions are given for each part. You must mark your answers on the separate answer sheet. Do not write your answers in the test book. Part 1. Directions. For each question in this part, you will hear 4 statements about a picture in your test book. When you hear the statements, you must select the one statement that best describes what you see in the picture. Then, find the number of the question on your answer sheet and mark your answer. The statements will not be printed in your test book and will be spoken only one time. Look at the example item below. Now, listen to the 4 statements. A.
They're working on the road.
B.
They're talking in a group.
C.
They're standing on the street.
D.
They're all wearing glasses.
Statement B
They're talking in a group.
is the best description of the picture, so you should select answer B and mark it on your answer sheet. Now, part 1 will begin.
Number 1. Look at the picture marked number 1 in your test book. A.
The woman is walking arm in arm with the man.
B.
The man is pushing a wheelchair down the hall.
C.
The doctor is assisting an elderly patient.
D.
They're lifting the wheelchair up off the ground.
Number 2. Look at the picture marked number 2 in your test book. A. Plants are growing over the wall. B. The sidewalk is being swept clean. C. 3 chairs have been stacked against the wall. D. The bench is accommodating 3 people.
อาจารย์คะหนูมองไม่เห็นรู
Go
ปเลย
on to
ค่ะ
the next page.
สักครู่อยู่เปลี่ยน test เนี่ยเลยอันนี้เดี๋ยวนะ presentation are you ready for presentation yes right
Yes, but
okay so if you're ready you can share screen or do we have to wait for your friend first I think if you're ready you can share the screen here okay
okay. Can you see my slides?
all right good all right just 1 2 3 go
Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself first. I'm 721 Saranut Binirat.
I'm 700 Pimpapat Supakulanan.
I am 702 Pakjira.
I am 716 Vipawalin.
I'm 722 Sarani.
I'm 728 Supita.
I'm 730 Atite.
And today our group will present about noun clause, if clause, and relative clause. I'm going to start with noun clause. So what is a noun clause? A noun clause is a dependent clause that takes the place of any nouns in a sentence, whether they are subjects, objects, or subjects complements. A clause has a subject or a verb as one part of speech. Therefore, that a noun clause is a noun in a sentence, and they are usually introduced by conjunction like that, if, and whether, including question words like how, what, when, where, which, who, whom, whose, why, and words ending in ever like whatever, whenever, and wherever. Now let's talk about the 5 functions of noun clause. The first one, noun clause can function as the subject of sentence. For example, whoever wants to know should ask me. As you can see in the sentence above, the underlined noun clause acts as a single subject of independent clause. The second one, noun clause, can also function as direct objects of the verb in the independent clause. For example, do you know what we are having for lunch? In the sentence above, the underlined noun clause acts as an object of the independent clause. The third one, noun clause can act as subject complements or nouns that follow by linking verbs. For example, actors can become whoever they want to be on the stage. In the sentence above, the noun clause whoever they want to be is the subject complements of linking verbs become. And for the fourth one, other times noun clause can act as the object of a preposition in the independent clause. For example, Mark likes to keep a schedule of when I have upcoming appointments. In the sentence above, the noun clause when I have upcoming appointments is the object of the prepositions of. And the last one, an adjective complement, also called an adjective phrase complement, is a clause or phrase that gives information about an adjective or modifies it. For example, I'm happy that you decided to come. In the sentence above, the adjective complement gives more information about the sentence. Next slide, please. And here are some important tips to help you understand noun clause. The first one, identify the intense verb first, then find the subject, verb, and object. And you should always remember noun clause are clause, they are not the question. Moreover, noun clause can be the subject and the objects in one sentence. Next, Fun will give you some examples of noun clause.
Thank you, Kim. Alright, let's take a look at some examples. 1. We would like to know ... You're still interested in joining our seminar. The answer will be C. Whether. You can find the answer by analyzing the meaning of the sentence. Number 2. ... Sent this letter should have signed his or her name. The answer will be whoever. This sentence needs the subject, so the answer will be whoever. Next, we'll talk about if clause.
About the if clause, conditional sentences consist of a main clause and a conditional clause. The conditional clause usually begins with if or unless and can come before or after the main clause. There are 3 main types. Type 1, if plus present simple tense. Use will, can, may, or might, plus the base form of a main verb. This type refers to the future. They suggest that the action in the main clause is quite likely to happen. For example, if you book early, you may get a seat. The use of the modal verb may in main clause suggests that there is some doubt whether the main verb action will be achieved. Type 2, if plus past simple tense, use would, could, or might plus the base form of a main verb or the past subjunctive. This type refers to an imaginary situation. They imply that the action in the if clause will probably not happen. For example, if I were you, I would tell them the truth. The past subjunctive is often used when giving advice to someone, especially about what the person should do. Type 3. If plus past perfect tense, use would, could, or might plus have plus past participle of a main verb. In this type, the speaker is looking back from the present to a past time, an event. This is talking about what might have happened but did not, either because the wrong thing was done or because nothing was done. Used when making excuses, showing regret, blaming, or giving an explanation. For example, if he hadn't been broke, he would have brought dinner. If clauses can also be used to talk about consequences or to give an opinion about situation in the following way. The if clause uses the present simple tense and the main clause uses the present simple tense. This is used to refer to universal truth. If you heat water to 100 Celsius, it boils. The if clause uses the present simple tense and the main clause is in the imperative, used to give advice or orders for a particular situation or sets of circumstance. If a red light shows here, switch off the machine. The if clause uses the present continuous or present simple tense, and the main clause uses a modal verb, used to make suggestions and give advice. If you are thinking of buying a lawn mower, you could try mine first. The if clause uses will or would, and the main clause uses a modal verb. This is used to make a request or to give a polite order. If you will wait a minute, the doctor can see you. Next is the exercise.
For the first exercise, if the person attempts to escape from prison, the answer will be number 4. Because it talks about the future, so it is a clause type 1. Next, please. If you fail to achieve success the first time, the answer will be number 2 because it talks about something that did not happen yet. Next, Kate will tell you about relative clause.
For the relative clause is a clause that acts like an adjective. There is subject and verb and can stand alone as a sentence. The relative clause helps us know what or who we are talking about. Relative clause always begins with a relative pronoun, which substitute for a noun, pronoun phrase, or pronoun when sentences are combined. And relative clause is a clause that attends a noun using who, whom, who, that, which, where, and when to connect a noun and extend clause. Next. For example, the man who is wearing the glasses is our new English teacher. In the sentence above, who is wearing the glasses is called the relative clause and come after the noun, and the man to modify the noun. If you leave that sentence, we still have a complete sentence. The man is our new English teacher, but we don't know who is that man. Next. Relative clause can be divided into types. There is defining relative clause and non-defining relative clause. For defining relative clause is a relative clause that specifies who and which one. If not specified, can lead to misunderstanding. Defining relative clause is used when the noun is indefinite and don't use a comma to place a space out of the main sentence, because defining relative clause is responsible for expanding and specifying the noun is follow. For example, the man whom you just met yesterday is a famous lawyer. For defining relative clause is, the guy you just met yesterday is a very famous lawyer. Relative pronoun. Relative pronoun is a pronoun that is used to extend a sentence to make the subject or object in a sentence longer or more detailed. We will use a pronoun in front of the modifier, what we call relative clause, and use to connect with complete sentence. This is a table using relative pronoun. First, who stand for people, use substitute for subject, noun, or pronoun, such as he, she, we, they. Second, who stand for people, use substitute for object, noun, or pronoun, such as him, her, us, them. Third, whose stand for people or things, use substitute for possessive noun or pronoun, such as his, her, ours, theirs. Fourth, that stand for people or things can be used for either subject or object and can only be used in respective relative clause. 5. Which stand for thing can be used for either subject or object, can be used in non-respective relative clause, and can also be used in respective relative clause. Next. Then I will talk about relative pronoun. For relative pronoun as a subject, there are two types. First, if a person use who, for example, she had a son who is a doctor. Second, if an animal or thing used with or that, for example, the iPad with or the iPad that is on the table is from America. Second, relative pronoun as object, there are two types. First, if a person used whom, example, the woman whom I talked to yesterday is our new boss. Second, if is an animal or thing used with or that, example, I like the cat with Taylor bought yesterday. And the last, relative pronoun as a possessive, there are two types. First, if a person used whose, example, the man whose car blue is marked. And second, if it's an animal or thing used of with, for example, the cabinet of with drawer is broken, has already been repaired. Next, we will talk about non-defining relative clause.
A non-defining relative clause is a relative clause that is simply supplemented with information to describe a noun, which is already well understood between the speaker and the listener, can be cut off and will be enclosed in a comma. A non-defining relative clause is a clause that provides additional information about a given person, thing, or event. We can also know the nouns, people, and things we mentioned earlier. For example, Chiang Mai, which I visited last summer, is very beautiful. You can use Chiang Mai. The city I went to last summer was very beautiful. Relative adverb. An adverb that connects a word with a clause to add to it knowing when, where, why. Where, place, to modify a noun that indicates a place used as the object of a sentence. Noun place plus where plus subject plus verb. This is my hometown. I was born and grew up here. You can use this is my hometown where I was born and grew up instead. Next, when, time, to modify a noun or phrase to indicate time. Noun, time plus when plus subject plus verb. For example, do you still remember the day we first met? On that day? You can use do you still remember the day when we first met? The last one is why. Reason, to tell the reason, and usually we use it in place of the reason. For that reason, Noun, reason plus why plus subject plus verb. For example, I don't know the reason why she left me.
For exercise, question number 1. The kitchen staff work here are our agency staff on temporary contracts. The answer is the who, because the kitchen staff is the person. That's why the answer is who. And question number 2. The room the training will take place is in B wing on the first floor. The answer was B, where, because the room is the place. That's why we use where. Thank you everyone for listening.
All right, thank you so much for a good presentation here. Okay, so now shall we move to listening section, right?
Part 1. Directions. In Part 1 of the test, you will be shown 6 photographs and hear 4 statements about each photograph. The statements will be marked A, B, C, and D. All statements will be spoken only once and not written down. For each photograph, choose the statement that accurately describes what can be seen in the photograph. Look at a sample photograph. Listen to the 4 statements. A.
The ship is very modern.
B.
Passengers are boarding the ship.
C.
Palm trees are planted along the waterfront.
D.
People are having a party on a boat.
Statement C.
Palm trees are planted along the waterfront.
Is the most accurate description of what can be seen in the photograph. Therefore, you should mark your answer choice C. This part will now start with question 1. Select your answers as you listen.
Number 1. Look at the picture marked number 1 in your test book. A. The plane is docked at the airport. B. There is luggage being put onto the plane. C. There are many people boarding the plane. D. There are maintenance workers fixing the plane. Number 2. Look at the picture marked number 2 in your test book. A.
The woman is drinking a cup of coffee.
B.
The woman is listening to music.
C.
The woman is talking on her cell phone.
D.
The woman is looking at the newspaper.
Number 3. Look at the picture marked number 3 in your test book. A. She is fixing the wheel on her bike. B. She is changing the tire on her car. C. She is putting oil into her car. D. She is standing behind the windmill. Number 4. Look at the picture marked number 4 in your test book. A. They are very close to the chairlift. B. They are making snow. C. The people are skiing down the mountain. D. All of the skiers are wearing helmets. Number 5. Look at the picture marked number 5 in your test book. A.
The people are drinking glasses of juice.
B.
She is giving a presentation about September's sales figures.
C.
All of the women are sitting down.
D.
One of the women is giving a business presentation on a whiteboard.
Number 6. Look at the picture marked number 6 in your test book. A.
The men are adjusting headsets.
B.
The women are wearing headsets.
C.
The men are using a mouse with a laptop.
D.
The women are talking to each other.
Part 2. Directions. In Part 2 of the test, you will listen to 25 questions, each followed by 3 potential responses. The responses will be marked A, B, and C. All questions and responses will be spoken only once and not written down. For each question, choose the response that accurately answers it. This part will now start with question 7. Select your answers as you listen.
Now let us begin with question number 7. Number 7.
Where should I put the extra extension cords?
A. In the top drawer. B. The deadline is strict. C. After today's meeting. Number 8. How often should the windows be washed? A.
Please pass me my glasses.
B.
At least twice a year.
C.
Friday, March 3rd.
Number 9.
I'd be happy to make you dinner.
A. Thanks, but let's go out. B. At most $50. C. It was wonderful. Number 10. Which shoes fit you best? A.
He's physically fit.
B.
Make sure to tie them tight.
C.
The striped ones.
Number 11.
Is this the theater box office?
A. The head office is in Chicago. B. Yes, you can buy tickets here. C. The play was impressive. Number 12. Where is the entrance to the parking garage? A.
It's $10 per hour.
B.
Take a right turn up ahead.
C.
The entrance exam was difficult.
Number 13.
Do you have the key to the meeting room or should I ask someone else?
A. The meeting will last over an hour. B. I think I have it in my desk. C. It's a key factor. Number 14. Did Mark submit a proposal yet? A.
Yes, he's in charge of waste disposal.
B.
Print it double-sided.
C.
No, he is still working on it.
Number 15. Would you please help Janet move that table? A.
Where should we put it?
B.
Yes, she made a great impression.
C.
On the 3rd floor.
Number 16.
What style of dress do you want to buy?
A. In the dressing room. B. I'd like to try this on. C. Something appropriate for summer. Number 17. When is the new department store scheduled to open? A.
In time for Christmas.
B,
I never opened it.
C,
Yes, you can use a shopping cart.
number 18.
The advertisement has been effective, hasn't it?
A,
No, it was an internet advertisement.
B,
Yes, sales have increased.
C,
Turn on the television.
number 19. How can I help out? A,
I was inside the room.
B,
It was helpful.
C,
You could wash the dishes.
number 20.
Why hasn't the delivery person come all this week?
A,
I heard he was sick.
B,
No, I read it in the newspaper.
C,
I think it's $5.
number 21. I don't expect to be able to finish this work in time. A,
A finished product.
B,
Maybe you should ask for help.
C,
We should inspect the equipment.
number 22.
Shall we ship this package at an express or normal rate?
A,
It's not an urgent shipment.
B,
It was a very large ship.
C,
Due to the high unemployment rate.
number 23.
Why don't you buy a new suit for the presentation?
A,
Did you win the award?
B,
I'll follow your advice.
C,
It'll suit your company's needs.
number 24.
Where can I call a taxi?
A,
At the intersection over there.
B,
Today at 3 p.m.
C,
No, there is no tax on this.
number 25. We had dinner at the new Italian restaurant last night. A,
You will have a good time.
B,
Yes, he's a chef from Milan.
C,
I still haven't been there.
number 26.
The merger hasn't been finalized yet, has it?
A,
They exceeded the initial sales forecast.
B,
No, but it will be soon.
C,
I'll return it by the end of the day.
number 27.
Who reserved the convention center?
A,
It is located near a subway station.
B,
She deserved the award.
C,
An election candidate.
number 28.
Don't you need to get to the airport at least 3 hours early?
A,
I need a few hours to read it.
B,
No, that's unnecessary.
C,
She lost her boarding pass.
number 29. Why don't we take a tour of the house? A,
No, I already saw this exhibit.
B,
Sure, I'd like to take a look too,
C,
because the tenant will be moving out soon.
number 30.
How long has this company been in business?
A,
It was founded in 1958.
B,
The meeting is at 5 o'clock.
C,
It's around 5 meters, I guess.
Number 31.
Jonathan knows the sales figures.
A. Enter the figures in the spreadsheet. B. Is he in the office now? C. I can't figure out what's going on.
Part 3. Directions. In Part 3 of the test, you will listen to 13 conversations. Every conversation will be followed by 3 questions about it. Each question will have 4 answer choices, marked A, B, C, and D. Each conversation will be spoken only once and not written out. For each question, choose the answer choice that accurately answers it.
Questions 32 through 34 refer to the following conversation. Miss Potter, the package that you sent to the advertising agency in Tokyo was returned today. It seems that you sent it to the wrong address.
Actually, I received an email from the Tokyo office today informing me that they relocated their office yesterday. I wish they had told me earlier.
Well, that's unfortunate. It seemed unfair that you had to pay for the postage. It must have been expensive to send such a large package.
Yes, it was. I'm going to request that the company in Tokyo pay me back.
Number 32. What are the speakers discussing? Number 33. What problem does the woman mention? Number 34. What does the woman say she will do? Questions 35 through 37 refer to the following conversation. This is Mike Judge, your host for the morning news here at QQBC 99.5. Today our guest is business leader Karen Chambers. She recently opened a chain of health food stores across the state. How did you get the idea, Miss Chambers?
Well, I majored in food and nutrition and I minored in business administration. So my goal was to utilize what I learned in college to open a successful company.
Ah, I see. What factor do you think has contributed most to the success of your chain of stores?
I think it's due to the recent trend of people showing enormous interest in health and fitness.
Number 35. Who most likely is the woman? Number 36. What did the woman want to do? Number 37. According to the woman, what is the main reason for her success? Questions 38 through 40 refer to the following conversation. Hello, I am here because I'm interested in buying an instrument. My son just turned 7 years old today, and I thought it would be a great birthday present. Could you give me some advice on what to buy?
Well, I usually suggest that children start by learning the piano. String instruments such as guitars or violins can be difficult for children to hold. On the other hand, a piano is fine for children as they can learn musical principles easily.
I see. However, do you think my son is too young to begin learning an instrument?
Not at all. Actually, children can learn as young as 3 years old. Here is a pamphlet that will give you some information about the lessons for children that we offer.
Number 38. Where most likely are the speakers? Number 39. What does the woman suggest doing? Number 40. What does the woman give the man? Questions 41 through 43 refer to the following conversation.
Steve, Did you notice that this month there was a slight decrease in the number of viewers for our show? I'm worried our new host, Jim Cruz, isn't very popular with viewers.
I know. I was expecting a lot more viewers. I think we need to spend more money on advertising.
I see. Maybe a lot of people are just unaware of the show. I'll get in touch with an advertising agency right away.
Thanks. Tell me if you need any assistance. Number 41. Who most likely are the speakers? Number 42. According to the woman, what is the reason for the problem? Number 43. What solution does the man suggest? Questions 44 through 46 refer to the following conversation. Good morning, Miss Spencer. Why did you come to work particularly early today? Usually I'm the only one here at this time.
Well, I have to leave work early today in order to attend my sister's wedding, so I came in early. By the way, do you think you could do me a favor?
Sure, I'd be happy to. What seems to be the problem?
The stapler ran out of staples. Do you think you could bring me some more from the supply closet on the second floor? I have something to do right now.
Number 44. What does the man ask about? Number 45. What will the woman do after work? Number 46. What will the man probably do next? Questions 47 through 49 refer to the following conversation.
Marcus, have you finished designing the layout for our new online clothing store? I'm really excited to start selling our clothes online as well as at the offline store. Can I see the website?
Sure, but there are still a few changes I would like to make. I'm worried that some customers might get confused while navigating the website. I think I need to simplify the interface more. What do you think?
Actually, I like it the way it is. I don't think it's too confusing. However, I think we need to add more photographs of the products. If customers can't see exactly how the products look, they might be discouraged from making a purchase online.
Number 47. Where do the speakers work? Number 48. What does the man want to do with the website? Number 49. What does the woman suggest doing? Questions 50 through 52 refer to the following conversation. Hi, Sarah. I'm making plans for the next business conference in the summer. What venues would you recommend?
I think Highwind Hotel has great conference rooms and all the necessary equipment you might need. I've planned seminars as well as weddings there, and they always do a great job.
All right. I'll give them a call and reserve their spaces today.
Did you release a newsletter about it yet?
No, I just want to confirm the venues first, and then we'll start sending out emails and newsletters.
Great. Let me know if you need any help.
Thanks. In fact, can you take a look at a draft I'm working on? I'd like your opinion on it. Number 50. What does the man talk about? Number 51. What does the woman mention about the venue? Number 52. What does the woman offer to do? Questions 53 through 55 refer to the following conversation. Excuse me, Mrs. Stevenson. Do you have a minute to discuss the new contract you offered me?
Actually, I'm on my way to appointment. Is there a problem with the contract?
Actually, there is. The vacation time is much lower on the new contract, and I had planned a trip to Europe this summer.
I see. Have you already paid for your flights and accommodation?
Yes, I have. I had been planning it for months. It is a large amount of money.
I see. I'm sure we can work it out. I think I can extend your old contract until after your vacation. I don't want you to lose your money. Come to my office at around 3 p.m. today, and we will try to work something out.
Number 53. What are the speakers mainly discussing? Number 54. What does the woman mean when she says,
I'm on my way to appointment.
Number 55. What does the woman want to know? Questions 56 through 58 refer to the following conversation. Hi, Beth. Do you like amusement parks?
Yeah, I really like them.
Some of us from the accounting department are going to Dreamworld on Saturday for a team bonding day.
Oh, really? I've never been there before. I had some plans this Saturday, but I can easily change them. What time were you thinking of going?
We should meet around 10 a.m. at Central Station. It will be much easier to take the subway because it's hard to find parking at the amusement park.
Okay, sounds good. I will book all of the tickets on my credit card online so we don't have to wait in the line.
Number 56. What does the man imply when he says, some of us from the accounting department are going to Dreamworld on Saturday for a team bonding day? Number 57. What does the woman say about her plans? Number 58. What does the woman offer to do? Questions 59 through 61 refer to the following conversation with 3 speakers.
Are you guys ready? We need to leave shortly because the show starts in an hour. The traffic will be very busy.
Yeah, we better go soon. I'm so excited. I've never seen a Broadway show before. I'll call John and see if he is ready to go or not.
Tell him I can pick him up with my car on the way there. Otherwise, he has to take the subway, and that will take a long time.
Yeah, you're right. I will text him and let him know we are on the way. Do not text him. I will just call him now and let him know. Oh, and Judy, I will give you some money for parking because it is quite expensive at the theater. Number 59. Where are the speakers planning to go? Number 60. What does the woman offer to do? Number 61. What does the man offer to give to the woman? Questions 62 through 64 refer to the following conversation and gift card.
Okay, the body wash set on special today is $68. Do you have a customer loyalty card?
I have a discount coupon I want to use while it's still valid. It's in my bag. Here it is.
Okay. It's not registering on the computer. Let me try to figure this out.
Wait a minute. Oh, I see what the problem is. I don't have enough items. Let me get more things, and I will be right back.
No problem. I will hold this stuff at the counter for you while you take a look.
Number 62. What does the woman ask? Number 63. Look at the graphic. Why is the gift card rejected? Number 64. What does the woman offer to do? Questions 65 through 67 refer to the following conversation and chart.
Did you hear about the network closures next week?
Mr. Bronson got the email about this yesterday. They need to upgrade our network so we can update our software next month.
Oh, okay. But why would they put the second floor offline at 1 o'clock? They are usually so busy during that period. I don't understand why they would schedule it like that. They should do it on their lunch break.
Good point. You should go to talk to the manager. I'm sure he will agree with you, and then he can get the schedule changed.
Yeah, I will. I think I better tell him now so we can arrange it.
Number 65. What is happening next month? Number 66. Look at the graphic. Which department is on the second floor? Number 67. What does the man suggest the woman do? Questions 68 through 70 refer to the following conversation and chart.
Hello, I'm traveling to Barcelona, Spain on business next month. I'd like to use my mileage points to upgrade my seat.
Of course. Can you please tell me your Gen Air membership number?
Okay, it's JA388739.
Give me a minute as I bring up your information. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have enough points to upgrade for this trip.
Oh, that's too bad. How many points do I need?
About 20,000 more points. You should have enough to upgrade after your trip to Spain, however.
Oh, that's so disappointing. I'll have to come to terms with waiting another few months before that upgrade then.
Number 68. Why does the woman call? Number 69. Look at the graphic. How many points does the woman currently have? Number 70. What does the man ask the woman to tell him?
Part 4. Directions. In Part 4 of the test, you will listen to 10 talks. Every talk will be followed by 3 questions about it. Each question will have 4 answer choices, marked A, B, C, and D. Each talk will be spoken only once and not written out. For each question, choose the answer choice that accurately answers it.
Questions 71 through 73 refer to the following telephone message.
Hello, my name is Rick Dunn. I was in your store today, and I'm worried I may have left my wallet there. Earlier today, I was in the home furniture section looking at some couches. I think my wallet may have slipped out of my pocket while sitting on one of the couches. If you could please look for it, I would really appreciate it. I'd like to stop by your store when you open it at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I hope you have good news for me. My phone number is 023-555-6541. Thank you in advance.
Number 71. Who is the message probably for? Number 72. According to the speaker, when does he think he lost his wallet? Number 73. What does the speaker plan to do? Questions 74 through 76 refer to the following instructions.
Welcome to the Gold Museum of Ancient Artifacts. I'll be your guide today for the Ancient Egypt exhibit. The majority of the artifacts you will see today are being put on public display for the first time. In particular, this exhibit features the everyday objects used by ancient Egyptian people. These items include jewelry, pots, and kitchen utensils. After this tour, you can purchase a book in our gift shop that includes photographs of the artifacts with more detailed background information explaining their origins.
Number 74. Who most likely is the speaker? Number 75. What is mentioned about the exhibit? Number 76. According to the speaker, how can listeners receive more information? Questions 77 through 79 refer to the following announcement.
Attention passengers. Our arrival in Chicago is expected to be somewhat behind schedule. Due to the heavy snowfall, our bus driver must use appropriate caution and drive at a slower speed. Therefore, we will probably be arriving an hour later than our scheduled arrival time, which was 5 p.m. Although these circumstances are out of our control, we do apologize for any inconvenience it may cause you. We'd like to remind passengers that this bus offers a free Wi-Fi connection. This is just one of the amenities that make riding with us more comfortable than with our competitors.
Number 77. What has caused the problem? Number 78. According to the speaker, when is the bus scheduled to arrive at the destination? Number 79. What does the bus provide to passengers? Questions 80 through 82 refer to the following radio broadcast.
Good afternoon, dedicated listeners. You're listening to the weekly broadcast of World Table, the program that explores culinary traditions from all around the world. On today's show, our guest is Cindy Mills, a renowned documentary producer. Ms. Mills is going to speak about her new documentary, Food and Life of China. She produced the documentary while visiting traditional Chinese restaurants and interviewing chefs and restaurant patrons. If you visit the website at www.tmostation.com, you can view a trailer for the documentary.
Number 80. Who is being introduced? Number 81. What is the documentary about? Number 82. According to the speaker, what can listeners find on the website? Questions 83 through 85 refer to the following excerpt from a meeting.
Great news, everybody. Quarterly profits are up 23%. The introduction of our new range of body washes has exceeded all of our expectations. Our other products have continued to sell well, particularly our facial creams and hand creams. Last month, our products were featured in En Vogue magazine, and they had a 3-page story on the quality of our manufacturing process. This must have helped with our sales increase. We're expecting more media exposure in the following months and the release of several new products. How about that? I'm proud of all the work you have put into this quarter. Let's keep it up.
Number 83. What type of products are being discussed? Number 84. According to the speaker, what happened last month? Number 85. What does the woman mean when she says,
How about that?
Questions 86 through 88 refer to the following announcement.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to announce a few changes in our procedure that are designed to save us money. Firstly, we will no longer be sending statements to clients through the post. We'll be using email to send monthly statements. It is a simple procedure, and when the software is installed, I don't think you will need any training. The system is very straightforward. We are also renting out the catering room and installing some refrigerators in the cafeteria, so you will have to start bringing your own lunches to work.
Number 86. According to the speaker, why are changes being made? Number 87. What does the speaker imply when he says,
when the software is installed, I don't think you will need any training?
Number 88. What does the speaker tell the listeners they will have to start bringing to work? Questions 89 through 91 refer to the following telephone message.
Hi, Julia. This is Frank Walton from Human Resources. We need to post an ad this week for a new dental assistant. A colleague told me you are really good at making job application ads. Have you seen the criteria for the dental assistant position? This is my first time recruiting new staff, so I'm a little unfamiliar with some of the questions. I would really appreciate it if you could come by my office today and teach me the criteria. Thanks.
Number 89. What position is being advertised? Number 90. What does the man imply when he asks,
have you seen the criteria for the dental assistant position?
Number 91. Why does the man want to meet the woman? Questions 92 through 94 refer to the following telephone message and chart.
Hi, this message is for Ronald Benson. My name is Stuart Lawson, the manager at Rosewood Printing Company. We just received an online order from you for 2,000 wedding invitations with lace and gold fabric wrappings. I'm calling just to confirm your order is for 2,000 invitations and not 200. It is unusual to get such a large order, so I just want to make sure it is correct. Please call me back to confirm when you have a chance. We will not proceed with the order until you confirm. Also, if you're planning such a large event, we have an excellent planner in the office named Schubert Mendez. If you want to speak with him, just ask for extension 12 when you call to confirm. I will make sure he gives you a free consultation.
Number 92. Who most likely is the speaker? Number 93. Why most likely is the speaker calling? Number 94. Look at the graphic. Who can give the listener planning advice? Questions 95 through 97 refer to the following radio broadcast and chart.
Hi, everybody. This is The Late Shift with Joey Denton on Freenet Radio. Today, we have George Farrelly in the studio to talk about his hit new album, which has been #1 on the charts for 6 weeks. Earlier today, George was telling me how his album was heavily influenced by his recent move to London and the growing rock and roll scene there. You can definitely hear the British influence in the title track, Frankly Speaking. Coming up next, we will discuss George's up-and-coming marriage to his longtime girlfriend, Cindy Pullman. Thanks for joining us today, George.
Number 95. Look at the graphic. What is the name of the guest's new album? Number 96. What does the speaker say influences the guest's music? Number 97. What will the guest most likely do next? Questions 98 through 100 refer to the following introduction and chart. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the retirement celebration of our longtime president, Mr. Zhang. Mr. Zhang has served as president for the last 22 years and has helped build our business from its humble beginnings to a Fortune 500 company. It's a pleasure to host this special event in the famous Gloria Westwood Ballroom. I consider it an indication of the success we have experienced. My name is Bob Hopkins, and I've worked for Mr. Zhang for over 20 years. I consider him to be one of the most talented, honest, and hardworking people I know, and I feel privileged to call him my friend. So with no further ado, please put your hands together for Mr. Zhang. Number 98. Look at the graphic. What floor are they on? Number 99. What is the reason for the celebration? Number 100. Who is Mr. Hopkins?
Just go for break. Wait a second. All right, shall we start to studying or learning together, right? For the second part, reading checklist for the final exam here. All right, so I think that what we need to do for the reading test is that you need to checklist this kind of thing. So basically what you need to do is that you have to identify, right, the reading skill here. The first one is that do you comprehend for the whole idea of the passage, right? So for business, I mean like for business tech or TOEIC test, it tests your ability to understand what they ask for, or even what things that you are going to do for that, right? Right as you read and summarize the main idea. This one would be important too, just because basically for the first question in each, reading, right? So you need to come up with this summarization or even summary the main idea here. And also you need to look for word or a meaning in context. So we call contextual words, right? So basically it is important to understand the sentence or, first sentence beforehand or even a later sentence after that. And then ask question with WH question or detailed information. So here it's all about like you need to see supporting detail, which support to the topic sentence in each paragraph, right? And also look for the answer reading strategy. This one would be like you have to read those questions first. Okay, again, so the tip strategy for reading test, if you want to save time, you have to read those kind of questions first and then try to find the relevant idea from the given text, okay? And also title, heading, tone, or this kind of like reading sources here. For example, like advertisement or even the email reply, yeah. And the last one is that understand what you are reading. This one would be like maybe a hard questions, right? Infer or imply here. So you need to carefully by using paraphrasing skill, meaning that you need to building your own synonyms, also the way that you can come up to the right answer here, right? So this one would be like the checklist that you have to completely understand from the reading section. All right, so shall we start for the first reading here? Okay, so you can see like the first one is that we have to focus on the head or title of the reading, right? So basically this is the email. So for first paragraph, right? For the first paragraph, we have to just only look at the first sentence or the last sentence in each paragraph in order to make sure that you get the main idea here. All right, so I'm writing on behalf of Mr. blah, 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 right? Who understand blah, blah, blah. Position for blah, blah, for employee, similar capacity. So this is like a letter of recommendation. So we can see from the question here, why did Mr. Pearson write the letter? A, to ask about the vacant position, to submit proposal for a joint project, to recommend a former staff member for a job, or even gather data for the marketing study. Recommend former staff, is that right? Everyone type C for me, please. ข้อสอบไฟนอลนะฮะ right? Okay, type, that's it. Thank you so much for your kindly cooperate here. What is not mentioned about Mr. Glover? So here is all about detailed information, right? Just directly focus to the question type here, just because it is easy for you to look at the right answer. She is an excellent communication skill. So when it comes to do this kind of test, you need to come up with checklist right or wrong. Okay, she is excellent communication skill. She was promoted to the level of supervisor. She is similar to software analytical too, or even she is capable of working well with others. All right, so again, emphasize or highlight just only a keyword: communication skill, promoted, analytical skill, software analytics tools, or even working well with other, right? So what you need to do is that look at the given passage again. So what we can see here, the duties include gathering research data, performing analysis using software, checklist, this one is correct, this one is correct. Senior member company, excellent in terms of, is that right? Communication skill. And also as a team. So we can see like for this detail, there is no promoted in this context. Is that right? Just because this one is correct, this one is correct, and this one is correct. So promoted here might be not mentioned in this passage. So the answer will go for B boy. Type BB to me, please. For those of you who want to exempt this class, it is suggested to go and take the TOEIC exam, right? Just because 700 above is not that hard, I can say. Yep. All right, moving to next reading passage here. Text message, right? So we can see from the text message, you have to understand the written text in terms of communication, right? Conversational skill in written text here. So we can see like just focus on the speaker. I mean like, two speaker, right? Talking to each other, right? And then when or even locus here. So just focus on the question first. What is most likely Mr. Van want to do? A, look at some minivan at the leadership, try out a vehicle that is for sale, send your payment for one purchase, and pick up some mechanical test result. Looking for minivan, is that right? Minivan, so the answer will go for so we can see like minivan here for a dealership, but what they need is I've been looking for something that side. Is that available? So we can see or not. The answer will go for A, right? The keyword is minivan. Everyone type A for me, please. And next, what is Mr. Lopez means when she write that will do? So basically it is, phrase or, spoken expression, right? That is agree to each other. So what you need to do is that you have to look back for the text given here. Satisfy, complete, available, or certain. When it comes to do a quick test, just focus on the main keyword or main verb. Okay, again, main keyword or main verb is quite useful for you to do with a quick test here. Satisfy or not, complete or not, available or not, or even certain that vehicles is working well, right? That will do. Look at the context again. Where is that will do? That will do. That will do, meaning that agree to have an appointment with specific time, right? Specific time. That's it. So the answer we go for C. Type C for me, please. Right, that's it. Moving to next one, right? Just because we have to train intensive reading strategy here, just because it weight as a reading comprehension or reading test for a TOEIC test, half and half. So if you can gain a score or get an high score from a reading test, it might be better for your TOEIC score, right? We like to invite Groveland resident to become a member. So what you need to do for reading tip and strategy here is that skim and scan, right? Skim the head or title first, and then scan the detail with specific word or specific detail information. And you can separate in each paragraph in order to make sure that you can get the the main idea in each sentence. For example, like just look at the first paragraph, second, third, and fourth, and try to understand in each paragraph and look back into the questions again, right? So shall we start for the first one is that like to invite our resident or people here to do what? Library card or even using some kind of facility. So this kind of message intend to inform the resident in this community. Is that right? For the first paragraph. So look at the question here. Who would be most interested in this notice? A, members of public library. B, boy, staff at the application desk. People who wish to borrow books or even resident in a Groveland. So you can see like the message intend to the resident in that community. Is that right? So the answer will go for D. Everyone please type D if you want to get A here. ใครอยากได้ A เป็น D มาเลยครับ D property. All right, and moving to next question is that what will not be possible to working days after submitting the application here? So here's kind of a detailed detailed discussion, right? Or detailed information here. What you need to come up with for this question is that just checklist right or wrong, right? Reserving book, picking up a card, checking book availability online, or even changing a PIN number. Right? Again, look at keyword, right? Reserve, is that right? Picking up a card, is that right? Or even availability online available, right? Or even PIN number here. Moving to find the main idea here. Yep. Within the word to working day, just specify the keyword here and then try to match or make relationship between given text and question, right? We will receive a library barcode number via email, enabling you to place a reservation, collecting your card before collecting your card. Freeze the sentence and try to simplify in your own understanding. Again, you will receive a library barcode number via email before collecting your card. Next, you require PIN, reservation, and access to record online. Is that right? Or even you will be available for collection at the branch library. That's it. Which one would be the correct answer? Reserving is correct. Picking up a card. Checking online is correct. Pin number is correct. So we can see like transitional verb before and after, right? So meaning that before is not related to 2 working days here. So the answer will go for picking up a card. Everyone touch BB here. Sure na BB benit na. Right. Next. According to the notice, what special condition apply, right? Apply to this student A. Need an adult to collect their card. Must wait until they are 18. Get permission from adult or even sign a form. Again, look at the question and then try to find the answer. According to the notice, special condition, and student. Try to connect 2 words to each other in order to gain the main idea here. Okay, all right. Condition for student here, and then we can find what? Find the given text here. If you are under age of 18, we require parent or guardian signature on the permission. Guardian parent signature, meaning that they have to get a permission from the parent first. Is that right? So the answer would go for get permission from the adult. That's it. C, right? Type C for me, please. All right, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying here. Again, try to summarize for reading text again, right? Just because I think that this kind of question might be seen in the real reading test. What you need to come up again is that, right? I try to summarize the idea for reading tip here. The first thing that you need to do is that just use skimming and scanning strategy. Look at the head or title of the sentence, what types of advertising or even email or declaration from the given text. Okay, and after that, try to freeze in each paragraph and look for the main idea. Right, you can do repeat and you can do double reading in order to make sure that you get the understanding of the main idea here, and try to simplify this kind of word of written text into your own understanding. All right, and try to look for transitional word, for example, before, after, since, therefore, consequently, or however, just because it might be applied into the detail or discussion by paraphrasing from the written text into your own understandings. Okay, and the last one is that you have to glance for in each question it order I can say like the question the text orderly. I mean, like question number 1 you can find from the first paragraph, and then a second question for the middle of the text, right? And the last one would be like in the last paragraph. That's all, right? Okay, so this kind of like the reading tip and strategy that you can handle with the test just only for 1 minute in each question. Again, if you want to be a fast reader, you have to finish in each question for 1 minute, meaning that if you do the test more than 1 minute, you might be running out of time and you cannot finish or complete all questions in the reading text. Okay, and if you practice consistently here, I can say that you can be a fast reader and you can pick the right answer to the right question here. Get it, right? Understand? If you understand, just say yes for me, please. Okay, get him yes เข้ามาเลยฮะ จะได้ปิดจ็อบแล้วนะฮะ All right, I hope you guys got the tip and strategy and apply to the real test or final exam here. And your job is that you have to practice this one, just because I would say that it might be seen in your final exam, right? Just phrase a sentence, look at the main idea, and try to read those questions and match the relationship for the multiple choices here, A, B, C, D, right? And then try to look back into the given text and do the right answer. Okay, this is your homework. 1, 2, 3, right? This passage 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, tip and strategy can review and recall again. This is a summary, right? And then your turn. And this one would be like if you are going to you know, go to take the TOEIC real exam, right? And try to practice for this kind of test. It will be great and useful for you. That's it. Vocabulary. All right, so shall we move to maybe the last section for today class? It's all about review, synonyms here, right? Stationary, specify, spacious, subscribe, strategically, subsidiary, shortage, suitability, suspicious, and then surrounding, right? Try to come up with synonym. You can type into the chat box first, and then we can move your word into the chat file again. Is that okay? In order to make sure that you did it. Okay, shall we move to vocabulary 11.2 here? So given word here is that temporarily, terminate, terrible, theoretical, through, traditionally, tremendous, triumph, transformation, and then turnover. So it's all about like a business word, right? So you need to come up with, you know, synonyms, possible synonyms here. So we got 11.3, this one. 11.3 is that unconditional, unfortunately, unspoiled, unfavorable, upcoming, vacancy, vaccinations, valuable, varied, and then vendor. So basically it's all about like, you know, the word given from TOEIC test. Yeah. And the last is that variant withdrawal, workplace wholesales, warning, worthless, yield, walk away, yearly, and then ended up with 0. So it's all about like TOEIC vocabulary, right? And the last one is that grammar. And then before we go, so we can see you need to come up with, I mean, like create a meaningful sentence from word given or phrase given here. So we can start with do, right? Just because this one is written text or natural way to use English language in the real world, right? Do business, do nothing, do someone a favor, meaning that do something for his or her pleasure, right? Do the cooking, do the housework, do the shopping, do the washing up, do your best, do your hair, or even do your homework here. So we can finish a class very soon, right? All right, I think it's time for all of us to finish a class just only this and see you and hope you guys enjoy with online class and see you next week on site study. Bye bye. ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you. Thank you.